My father was in the motion picture business. He was trying to get me out of the arts and into something that would actually, make a living. He invited our whole family on this trip to Europe, and one component of the trip was a 2-week cruise through the Mediterranean with James Beard. I came back and I just decided, okay, I really like the food and wine industry. I was sort of brought up in it and learning about it, and I just decided to make a change. And I met Joseph Phelps. He owned the Oakville grocery at the time, and he said, why don't you come to work for me? And I did, and that was in 1980. The Oakville grocery at the time was really at the center of the Napa Valley. It was a very small store, but it was a major gathering place for local winemakers and the community in general. So if you take that concept and you put it into action in Oxbow, it's pretty much the same idea, right? I could see that Napa was changing, and I wanted to participate in that change. And I looked at Copia and I thought that the combination of Copia and the market as a concept collectively would be even stronger. 2000, things started to change a little bit, and Copia was a major catalyst for that. And the fact that Robert Mondavi and all the people that were associated with him in the local community of the founding 50 made this kind of investment was significant. When they closed, it was a major setback for the city of Napa. It was a major setback for us because I always envisioned the combination of Oxbow and Copia would actually be the solution. We would be one major reason why the city of Napa would really get started again. I think the economy for Copia was really the major thing that just wouldn't allow them to be successful. The folks that remember the early years of Oxbow, what were some of the descriptions that they would use? The one that always stands out is that you could roll a bowling ball down the market and not hit anybody. Right after we opened the market, they shut down the First Street Bridge over by Copia. That was closed for 15 or 16 months. Then they shut down the railroad crossing here on First Street. The first 30 months that we were open, 20 months of it, you could only get to Oxbow from one side or the other of the street. I look back at my partners who always had to listen to me talk about we have to hang in there, we have to put more money up, we have to stabilize. We can't allow this to fail. Many of our tenants today, in fact, probably 75% of them, were original tenants who stayed with the project. I continue to work with the same team of people to pull this together. We believed in it, we stayed with it, and gradually made the changes that were required within the tenant mix. We learned about the marketing, we learned about the communication, we learned how to connect to this community in a way that was meaningful to them. From the very beginning, I had a group of partners who believed in what I was doing, who supported it both emotionally, spiritually, and financially. So I want to thank them for hanging in there through all the tough times. We've had great support, and thank you to Travis and the Chamber for being such big supporters of Oxbow and making us, helping to make us an important part of this community. I also want to thank the people who were committed to the project, the tenants. To them, a big thank you. Political support of the mayor and the city council and the planning commission, and we will continue to work hard to earn your trust and support. Thank you again, and we're very humbled by this honor, and we appreciate it quite a bit.